Hey, man. The Candice and Kris show. Let's go. Come on, come on. Hey, the Candice and Kris show.
Hey world, welcome to Love with Candice and Kris. I was about to break it down for y'all. Y'all saw how I did that? And I just can't drop it because I won't be able to pick it back up. But now, welcome to the show. Happy Monday. My co-host is still not here yet. He's missing in action. But don't worry, guys. He'll be back really, really, really soon. I've had just a plethora of co-hosts that sat here with me. I have got to run down all of them at some point in time. But as for today, as for this good Monday, it is just I. And I am so ready to get into the breakdown. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. So a shooting happened in Miami this weekend, 3:30 at a Miami club, the Blue Martini. Now, a simple altercation turned into something a lot more deadly and a lot more violent than it should have. Authorities were close by to the scene, so they were able to get there in record time. Unfortunately, the suspect was killed, so was an officer. 6 people were injured and taken to the hospital. 2 in critical condition. No one really knows yet how this broke out, but guess what? This breaks as this is the 100th shooting just this year alone. We haven't even made it halfway through the year. Gun violence is definitely on the rise, and mass shootings are now becoming a thing that is so normal to our society and so much of our communities. A mass shooting is considered any shooting where 2 or 3 more people are in that vicinity or either shot or somehow involved. So our hearts and our condolences go out to the Miami Police Department and those officers. So many people could have lost their lives, but thank God that they didn't. And unfortunately, we're going to keep hearing this over and over again. Gun violence is an issue, and hopefully on the ballot this year, they can actually take care of that. But we're going to move on. So this is so disturbing. I'm going to tell you, if you have children in the room, please ask them to just step aside for a second because this really is tragic. So the beautiful woman that you see behind me on the screen was charged for having sexual intercourse with her Great Dane. You heard me right? Me say it is a dog and it is not. Now, the videos on her husband's phone came up by chance. Now, he was being arrested for actually unveiling himself. I'm going to say unveil is a better word than what he did, following kids around at a HEB store. Now, as officers took his phone on March 13th and went through it, they not only found child pornography, over 100 counts that he had, but he also found video of his wife having sexual encounters with their Great Dane. Now, she is an actual nurse, but not anymore. Obviously, she was fired, and Jolie is her name. She was actually a nurse at a Total Men's primary care. So she was actually caring for men when all this happened. Our officers did come in, they removed their children, and they had 3 other animals. So the questions are there. Were the other animals involved in it? This is why you just don't know your neighbors. You can't judge a book by its cover. And it also tells you, ladies and gentlemen, parents, when you go out with your children, you cannot let them wander stores around, because this gentleman was actually following the child and exposing himself behind the racks. No one would have known until a bystander actually caught him in the act and reported it. So these 2 perfect images behind me are somewhere going to prison, and we thank God for that, okay? A dog. I just want you to picture a great dog, you know, beautiful dog. Now, I think not only should she serve time, I think she needs obviously mental health as well for you to actually think it's okay to have sex with a dog. And it's on your phone and your nurse. And the gentleman was also a U.S. Navy sailor, okay, protecting us. These are the people that you have to be careful of. But we're going to move on. If you think that's bad, we constantly hearing things in the news. This is going to kill us today. That's going to kill us tomorrow. You can't drink. You can't walk. You can't have fresh air. You can't do anything. Well, apparently now you can't even use Band-Aids because there is an active chemical that are on Band-Aids. So once you put the Band-Aid on and it sticks to your actual cut, it's releasing millions of PFAs, also known as the forever chemical. So testing has been done on 40 types of Band-Aids across Band-Aid, Curate, Walmart, and CVS. Now, in 26 different products, they found 65% contain alarming levels of the market for PFAs, which is once again also known as forever chemicals. Now, they're called forever chemicals because they don't break down. So what happens if you have an open wound, they actually go in on the open wound and they seep into your skin. So that bond remains there. And they are also linked to skin cancer, liver problems, thyroid issues, birth defects, kidney disease, decreased immunity, and other serious problems. That guess what? Band-Aid is not the only one that has these chemicals on them. They're in everyday products just like dental floss, toilet paper, sanitary napkins. If you hear all these things about all these chemicals that cause cancer, and here it is years later, you're told what you can or can't use. I would suggest, I'm not a doctor, but when I have a wound, or my kids have wounds, you know, kids, they're little bombs, you know what I mean? I would get sterile cotton cloth. You can buy them at any CVS, you can buy them at any Walgreens. That way you know that they don't have that layer on the actual bandage. You gotta be so careful in what you're using nowadays, and you gotta pay attention to the FDA warnings because something new is forever coming out. So there is a viral going around on social media. I saw it myself and I got really excited when I saw it because I said it was robots and I was like, oh, maybe they could clean my house. But they're not that's not what they're all about. Before I go any further, take a look at this video.
What? Bro, this AI stuff is getting out of control. Like, they got like robots walking with packages. And we're gonna go be a little bit nosy. Hey, y'all speak English or just like robotics or something? Like,
how may we help you?
What is this? Like, man, what y'all got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we are shipping our products to customers.
What the hell, man? What products?
Our skincare products. It doesn't matter your race or skin type. Modded skin is made to benefit most. Who wants to give it a try?
I want the robots. I want the robots. I don't want nothing to do with the skin. I want the robots to clean, honey. Now listen, if that's news, I'm all for it. But guess what, guys? Nobody knows if it's real or it's fake. So the skincare company is called MODDED. And these are AIs. They haven't come out yet and said if it's real or it's not, but when I tell you they are taking advantage of the marketing that's going on, they put out a statement saying, hey guys, our robots are going viral. Nobody knows, like I said, if this is real or not, but when you think about technology, when you think about the future and AI, this is very real. This is something that can very much happen. If you guys remember, during COVID, a lot of companies kept their employees at home. They figured out how to save money. They figured out how to cut costs. Now think about it, guys. If this happens, companies don't have to pay health insurance. They don't have to pay workers' comp. You know, I'm not giving any ideas, but the reality is technology is here and it's here to stay. But I am gonna say, real or not, this is genius marketing. Just send one to my house and we'll go from there. But let's move on to something even better. New York City, my home sweet home, away from home. I'm so happy, guys. I'm so excited for all the Grubhub, all the Uber Eats, all of those guys and women that are out there risking their lives to bring you your food hot and ready. So New York City has decided that they are raising the fee for actual people that are not the delivery themselves, but for the delivery drivers. They will now be paid, instead of $5.35 an hour, their base has gone up to $19 an hour. I say it's so slow because that's so good. That means so many people will be able to take care of their families in New York City. It may not be the greatest, but it really is a big, big jump. A lot of the restaurants and areas, they really haven't seen a problem with it. Orders haven't been slower. However, of course, the fees have gone up. Have they gone up significantly? They're probably 2 or 3%. But think about it. Now they will be able to take care of their families. They're getting $19 an hour. That's not including tip. You remember, guys, we've talked about this before. When they come to your home, please tip them. A lot of them, that is the only money they have. They're trying to take care of their families. So I say kudos, New York. See, I didn't have to come back yet. I'll be back soon. Just keep making it good for everybody that lives there. But guys, guess what? We're gonna get out of here just for now, but I don't want you to go anywhere. I have an amazing guest coming up. I'm so excited to have, this is the country girl era. So don't go anywhere because we're gonna hear her song. We're gonna hear all about her journey. So as you sit back, get your drink, because that's what she says. She says, get your favorite beverage, and we go get our bubbly. No, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Unfiltered, none other than the Sandra Lewis.
Hey, man. The Candice Hot Show. Let's go. Come on. Hey. The Candice Hot Show. Hey, man. The Candice Hot Show. Let's go. Come on. Hey. Hey, man. The Candice Hot Show. Let's go. Come on. Hey. The Candice Hot Show.
Welcome back. I'm so excited because, okay, my next guest, I keep telling her I could sing. She's going to teach me how to sing one day. She hasn't done it yet. So I'm going to probably put her in the spot, but I won't do it too bad. So you're reaching us just in time for Unfiltered, and I have none other than the Sandra Lewis with me. Okay, let's just call it that has singer, songwriter, producer, talk show host of the hit show, The Sandra Show, mother, do it all, 5 businesses, nonprofit, I mean, the list goes on and on. Welcome to the show.
So much. I'm so delighted to be here with you. Thank you. Such a great introduction.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Thank you, Candice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So you have your new single is out.
It is out.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
I am too. Okay, let's let our guests listen to it really quick. You guys put it up for us so we could jam out.
Your name is power, your name is strong, a strong tower where I belong. The one I call when I'm alone. Yes, to your name, Lord, so I sing this song.
Okay, I'm getting church.
Just like that.
I'm getting country.
Yes.
I don't know which direction to go with.
You know what? I love to tell people that it's a tapestry of
love
genres
it.
together. Yeah. So
I
it's
love
amazing.
it.
It's so much fun. I love to see you just so energetic with it. Because that's what it's
Yes.
for.
I love it. So, but how did you come up with the concept of Christian, gospel, and country and just melted it all together into this yummy song?
Wow, thank you so much. That's a really good question. It's a crazy story. So
Okay.
I woke up maybe about almost a year ago, Candice,
Okay.
and I was just had this feeling. I was getting dressed and I looked over and I saw a pair of boots that Blake Shelton gave me when I was on NBC The Voice. And so I put the boots on to go to work that day and I was just like dancing around and I'm like, I felt like I was in the country. I was yodeling, I was doing everything. So by the time I pulled up in the parking lot, I ran inside of the building and I told my band, I said, oh my God, we got a song. I got a song. Y'all got to do this song. So I explained the song to them, and they were like, okay, we love the concept, but we are not yodeling, Sandra. We are not yodeling. So I was like, you know what? If we can just do it, I'm okay if we don't yodel.
my
'Cause I was doing all kind of crazy stuff. So they put the arrangement together. When I say
Right.
they, I mean for the culture, my
Okay,
band.
shout
they put the song
out.
together. Shout out to my band. They're amazing. Levon, Kris. Yes, like that. There he is. What's up? Luke Dirival and John Parks. And so then I came back together with them and wrote all the lyrics to the song, and it was You Remain.
I love it.
Yes.
I want to learn how to yodel. I'm on the next song.
That's good.
So in case you guys remember, listen, we're talking about The Voice. Sandra was on Blake Shelton's team. I love Blake Shelton, by
I
the
do too.
way.
Thank
He's
you. I do
really
too.
something
Yes.
to look
He's
at.
amazing. Not only is he easy on the eye, but he's such a wonderful person.
Right.
Like his ability and his creativity is just at its highest level.
That
Yeah.
has to be so inspiring when you get to be around people like that.
Yes.
That really just like light that fire for
Yes.
you.
Yes.
I love that.
Very much so.
So and I know, okay. I want to talk about these because you got to be careful nowadays, right? Because you know, TV and faith is such a blurred vision, but we need it.
Yes,
we need
we
to
do.
hear it. So how does your faith, or how do you want your faith in your music to influence the people that are listening to it?
Thank you so much for that question. And it's true, we talk about so much, and it's so difficult to talk about
Right.
faith. It reminds me of that song by Kanye West, Jesus Walks With Me. It's
Right.
like, if I play this song or I write this song, they might not play my music or whatever.
Right.
So you feel that way, but
Right.
I want people to perceive my music the same way they just saw you receive
Right.
it. It's energetic, it speaks of hope. It
Right.
talks about faith. It's inspiring. It's uplifting. And I just want people to see my music as a source of inspiration.
I love that
That's where
because
we write from.
you feel it.
Yes.
Because I was saying something about get me going.
That
Go
part.
ahead. Listen, y'all. Y'all know I'm here, always here for a party.
Yes.
I'm always here for a party.
What was
So, can you share a memorable story for me of how your music impacted someone's life? Because I'm sure you hear people say, oh my God, it did this for me, it did that for me. What
Yes.
is one story that you can think of?
So one story in the sense of how my music has impacted someone, and then to see
Yeah.
someone talk about your music and cry, like this really pulled me through so much. So I
Right.
haven't had those stories yet because we just released this song. So I'm looking forward to
Right.
engaging more with the public. But if you will allow me to share this with you about my past and the music. So I don't know if you know, but I come from very humble beginnings. I grew up as a migrant worker. My family and my father was a sharecropper as well as a pastor, a bishop. So we worked in the fields, we worked in the orange groves. And I think that faith alone is what allowed me to sustain all of the hard times we encountered being in the fields. And so this song to me is a song that is something going to give you energy, but it's also a song to talk about someone who's constant in our lives, someone who has always been there. And for me, even as a little child, wanting to escape the groves and the field and the hot sun, you know, he remained the same through all of that. And he allowed me to step out on faith to do what I'm doing. And I believe that the story alone is enough for people to be encouraged and be inspired that God can bring you from one extreme to the next if you just allow him and have the faith of a tiny mustard seed that is so small so that we can move forward.
I love it because the grove is the crushing.
Yes, come on now.
You know,
it was the crushing.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
And you know, people see the end product.
Yes.
But they never see the tree underground. You know, there's that saying that a tree grows down and it grows up. Everybody sees the up, but they never
don't see
the
the
down, the dirt, the
great
mud.
Yes.
And this is the up that we're looking at.
This is the up. I mean, I am just a testimony. I was the test that became the testimony, and I give God all the glory for all of that.
Come on, Lord.
Indeed, there's no other way.
Look, you know I could preach.
I know you can.
I can preach deep down.
And I hear you can sing too.
Don't do it.
At least she has all the faces for singing, right?
You know what? Let me tell you something. God knows why he didn't give me a voice. Let me tell you why. I would be one of those people that's on the corner.
Just singing all the time. It's amazing.
Just singing. He know who to give it to.
You know what?
Because I wouldn't be humble.
And it's crazy because I say all the time, like, it must be a little joke because God made me an introvert.
Right.
But you have to be so extroverted to be able to sing. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, but you open your mouth and it be like, whoo! I open my mouth and they be like, shut up, girl.
I didn't say that.
I know.
Did they say that to
But
you?
the other people around me do. They so mean. But you know what? So if somebody is watching, someone who's trying to find their voice in songwriting, what would you say to them?
I would just tell them to show up their authentic self, to always, don't push it, just write from your soul, from your heart. For instance, You Remain, it just came. We felt just like vessels to deliver that message. It was nothing about us. It was just about, like you say, we talk about stuff all the time. We have topics every day that we talk about. But when do we talk about Jesus?
Come on.
When do we give him his credit?
Come on.
We're so concerned about what people think, what they're going to say. Are we going to get likes? Are we not going to get likes? But at the end of the day, it's the courage that he appreciates and I think rewards to tell who he is. He remains the same, y'all. He's the same today as he was yesterday and forevermore. And that's what the song says. So when you're going through challenges, just know that you have a constant friend that will always be there, never judge you.
In your time
He remains the same.
Come on, Lord.
You
okay,
remain.
so where can we find a song? Where can we stream it? Because I need all my people to go out there and get it.
Well, thank you so much for asking that question, y'all. It is on every platform.
Okay.
It is on YouTube, Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you want to find it. I think you can type in "You Remain," Cassandra, and it will be there.
Ooh, I love it. You know, it's funny because, okay, so I'm going to circle back to a story at the top, right? So we're talking about faith and how God is so needed, especially in this time in our society. Things are just so all over the place. Like we had a story at the top of the show where a woman slept with a dog.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
Is that not crazy? So first of all,
okay.
it's sick.
Oh, let me get my tea.
It's very sick.
Disgusting.
You know, psychologically, I think there are issues. I'm pretty sure that we can say that there are issues. It is immoral. It is unethical. It is illegal. It's illegal.
It's disgusting.
And then to think that she's a nurse, right?
Missy, She is taking care of people.
She's taking care of people. And this ain't gossip, y'all. These are facts. So when you have facts, you have to deal with the facts. So I hope that they do whatever they need to do to handle this legally. Because her boyfriend or husband or whatever, come on, he's walking around the store and like releasing himself in front of young kids at the store. And a Great Dane is the biggest dog. It's like the biggest dog.
Women say him look like a horse.
So it's called bestiality. Bestiality.
Yes,
Bestiality. And so bestiality is so wrong because first of all, sex should be between two consenting people or two consenting
adults.
Yes.
Humans.
Humans. I mean, dogs have sex, but does the other dog?
Humans.
They're created for each other. So it's like you have somebody who's having sex with a dog. A dog cannot consent. So automatically, it's illegal. You raping the dog.
That's nasty.
I'm sorry if there are any kids in the house, but y'all, this is crazy.
Well, let's end it on a good note. Could we run that track back, y'all?
Because you know what? Through all of this craziness, he remains the same.
This is what we need. Come on. Bring it back. Come on.
Come on, Candice. Come on, y'all.
Your name is power. Your name is strong.
Uh-oh, is she going? Are you going to break it down for me, Candice?
Bye, y'all. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.